Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Linger, managing editor and producer here at Fleet Equipment. You know, fall is upon us, the chill is setting in the air, which means winter is right around the corner. That also means fleet managers across the country are already in need of planning and preparing for that cold weather and what it can do to your vehicle. Not just that, but anything on the road that might get kicked up and damaging that finish. Joining us today on Paint, Productivity, and Profit, sponsored by Sherwin-Williams, is Dan Szczepanik, Global Director of Sherwin-Williams Automotive Finishes. And we're going to be talking about commercial vehicle refinishing and winterizing your fleet. Thanks for joining us, Dan. Really happy to talk about it.
Thanks for having me, Kevin. I'm glad to be here.
So before we get into the winter woes and the commercial vehicle corrosion that can affect your appearance and performance, what are some basic bits of advice that you have for fleet managers to balance paint, finish, and durability with cost?
My favorite saying is, life is too short for cheap paint. And what I mean by that is when you choose a quality premium paint, you're going to save multiple ways. The first way is to expedite the application process and get that truck out the door. When you do that quickly, you're going to save labor, you're going to save materials, you're going to save energy. So that's the first step. And then secondly, it's going to last longer. You're not going to have to touch that truck for another 8 to 10 years. So if you pay that money up front for a premium quality paint, like a Genesis, you will reap the rewards by not having to redo it 2 or 3 times in that same time frame. So really choose premium, choose quality, a little more money up front, but in the whole scale of the total job cost, you're saving. And when we're talking durability and getting the most out of the winter extremes, the durability of a premium paint is going to give you better UV protection. It's going to preserve that color longer, and you're going to get better corrosion protection. So obviously when it comes to wintertime, you're going to want that corrosion protection. So that's what a premium product gets you, and it can get you 30, 40% longer durability and longevity than a lower quality paint.
Yeah, no matter what time of year it is, when that truck rolls into a lot, it's making a first impression. And for your business, you want it to look good, you want it to be protected. So we mentioned winter is coming, and so is the slurry that's going to be all over the roads. At least if you live where the snow flies, you're going to have to deal with that. Let's talk about that a little bit. As it's getting colder, what indicators might show up on a truck that are telltale signs that it needs paint, finish, and touch-up?
Yeah, so you're going to look for any defects, cracks, scratches, anything that salt can penetrate and cause corrosion. You mentioned impressions. And I know the moving billboard's been said a number of times, but I could argue that truck makes more impressions on the road than maybe that brand would make on social media or online. So if you can get ahead of the game and correct some of the defects before winter sets in and prevent some of that corrosion from starting, you're even better. And the reason you want to do that, so these cracks are just openings for normal road salt. And we're all familiar with that. You see it dried on the side of a truck. And when it's dried, it's not a problem. But today we're using wet salts on the road. So they're doing pre-treatments with magnesium chloride and calcium chloride. And those present problems. So if you have those scratches, those dents, those imperfections in paint, that mag chloride or calcium chloride can get in there and it stays wet longer. So normal road salt, sodium chloride, dried, not a problem. This mag chloride and the calcium chloride absorb water, keep it wet, and keeps that corrosion cycle going and going and going. And that's why it's almost more important nowadays to do it, because of those pre-treatments on the road. And then, so you do get those repairs in the pre-season, have that perfect finish going into winter, and it's gonna protect that truck longer.
Yeah, and you mentioned a moving billboard. You know, it may not be that this is the cleanest truck and that's what people notice, but if you see the worst looking truck, you might remember that. You don't want that associated with your brand.
Got that right.
So are there other basics that fleet owners, operators, and maintenance teams should take into account as winter gets here?
Yeah, and when we talk basic, yeah, very basic. You really should be cleaning the truck during the winter season to getting some of this mag chloride, calcium chloride off of it. You also should be cleaning the undercarriage. Anywhere it can get into a nook and cranny, it's going to cause problems. So a basic drive-through clean is ideal. Don't use abrasives, use a mild detergent with a pH balance, and limit the pressure that you're using to wash. So anything under 250 PSI would be perfect. But really a basic cleaning periodically is going to go a long way for trucks.
Dan, are these problems that you can simply fix with minor repairs, or does the potential for these problems in fighting corrosion really need to start from the foundation of the commercial refinish paint job?
Yeah, that's well said. I think the foundation is important. So even before putting down a primer, think about the preparation. Think about the cleanliness of the metal. Think about the abrasion of the metal, and then you're going to choose your primer. You can choose an epoxy or a urethane, a high quality 2K epoxy or 2K urethane. The epoxy does really well from a chemical resistance and corrosion standpoint, and the urethane does too. One of the things I like to say about the epoxies that we use, they're not traditional epoxies. They're very quick, almost as quick as the urethane, so when you're repairing it. So that adds to the process positivity. But when you put down that primer, that is your most important layer along with that prep, and you get that sturdy base and you can build off of that, and that's extremely important.
Yeah, and talk about important, fighting corrosion, it's not just about looks. It could eat away at the body. That's something you definitely don't want to have happen. But I want to go back a little bit to talk about ultraviolet rays. What needs to be considered there? Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because it's something that I think might be a little bit overlooked.
Sure. UV rays attack the surface of the coating all the time. They could damage the surface by creating cracks. You're literally going to get a crazing on the surface, and it also affects the pigments underneath the surface. We only use automotive grade pigments in all of the Sherwin-Williams commercial vehicle refinish coatings, from our good to better to best automotive grade pigments. You can see industrial grade pigments sometimes being used, and the telltale sign is something like a red. It might look like a nice red, and in 6 months, as short as 6 months, it could turn pink, it could turn purple, because that is not a high quality red pigment. It'll break down with the UV rays. So not only is it the pigment important for UV protection, we use an expensive additive, UV absorbers, HALs, that can take that UV ray and disperse the energy so it doesn't break down the coating. They are expensive to use, but they're critical in a long-term UV durable coating.
And you talked about the change of color there. You know, if you are in a big brand, even a small brand, owner-operator, you want to be specific about what colors you want. They know down to the color number what it should be. So when you get into a fleet, even mid-size or larger, engines, tires, and brakes, other hard parts tend to eat up a lot of concerns. So you do fleet audits, shop audits. How do you bring paint top of mind? What role does that play in working with the service side to keep trucks rolling productively?
The shop audit is important for two ways. It's important for current customers to make sure they're doing the proper processes and staying on top of things. It's also great when we walk into a brand new shop and look at the shop and say, hey, how are things going? We got it great. We have no issues. We have our process down. It's like, okay, let's take a look at it. So we will go in there and do the audit or observe. Really, it's observing and documenting everything they're doing. And we just don't follow one truck. We'll follow a number of trucks. You'd be surprised at how many steps we can save them time or labor. And not just in paint, but the whole paint process, from cleaning to abrading to baking to getting it out of the booth. Our technicians are some of the top technicians. They've done this. They have a whole process. It's getting fresh eyes on that process. And that's what the audit can do. Even if you feel like you're squeezing out the most profitability out of your process, let us take a peek. Let's see what we can do. And I almost guarantee that we can save you some time, labor, or energy.
All good things.
Yes.
So it sounds like a pretty necessary thing for fleet managers to take into account periodically. How would a fleet, or a fleet maintenance facility for that matter, get involved in a shop audit? And what can they do with Sherwin-Williams to help find some of those savings?
Sure. Contact us, and we will be happy to send one of our tech reps that are nationwide to your facility. And these shop audits are not just generic audits. It's not something we just run through the steps. Everything is customized because every process is customized. You'd be surprised at the different trucks we come across that we're refinishing, the different preps, the different metals. So we take that all into account and do a customized suggestion of how we can improve. Usually it will involve one of our coatings. One of the best scenarios that we have and we love to see is if someone is baking a primer and putting on a top coat, most of our primers are wet on wet. That could save you time in the booth, or in the oven, and energy costs in the oven. So we just are licking our chops when we see someone baking primer. But getting back to your point, the shop audits, all custom. Contact us. It costs no money. We give you the results. You can send us on our way, but most of the time it raises an eyebrow and says, "Oh, prove what you can do," and then we'll come in and prove it. We'll come in with our Genesis top coats, acrylic urethane, some of the most UV durable chemistry out there, and we'll show them that Genesis doesn't need to be baked, can go through their process much quicker, has an extremely large color library, and OEM approved. So that Genesis coating will last you 8 to 10 years as opposed to a lower quality coating. And I agree that the only way to show and to prove that these audits work is to put the paint through its paces. And we'd love to do it with Genesis top coats and even the Genesis primers.
All right. Dan Szczepanik, thank you so much for being here, taking the time to shed some light on the best practices for commercial vehicle paints and finishes, giving us some great points to get your entire fleet ready. So if someone wants to learn more about what Sherwin-Williams can do, where do they go?
Well, you could look at the QR code on the screen right now or the web address. Please contact us there and we are happy to help you in any way we can.
All right. Dan, thank you again for being here. I'm Kevin Linger, managing editor and producer at Fleet Equipment, and thank you for watching another episode of Paint, Productivity, and Profit, sponsored by Sherwin-Williams.